Welcome. In this video, I'll be talking about understanding proportional relationships. Please subscribe. Proportional relations are a fundamental concept in mathematics, often encountered in various real-world scenarios. They describe a relationship between two quantities where the ratio of one quantity to the other is constant. In simpler terms, if one quantity changes, the other changes at a constant rate. So a proportionality means 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 that if one quantity changes, the other quantity changes at a constant rate. So some of the key characteristics of proportional relationships. The ratio between two quantities remains constant. So characteristics. The ratio remains constant. Second characteristic. If one quantity increases or decreases, the other does the same proportionally. Proportionally. The third one, it can be represented by the equation y equals kx, where k is the constant of proportionality. So this relationship is represented graphically by a straight line to the origin, through origin. Now I'm going to give you three examples. So example number one, it's gonna be about speed and time. So a car travels at a constant speed of 60 miles per hour. And now the question is, how can you create a formula so to represent this relationship, speed and time? Well, we can say that, remember the equation that we talked before, y equals kx. So from this equation, we can say that the distance traveled is equal to k, the constant of proportionality, which is what? 60 miles. 60 miles times time. So let's say the car travels 3 miles. I'm sorry, 3 hours. 3 hours. Then what is the distance? So distance will be equal to 60 miles times time, which is 3 hours. So that's equal to 180 miles. And actually, to be in accordance, because this is yes, we're okay. Yes, 180 miles. Yes. Okay, let's go to the next example. So this example number 2 is referred to cost and quantity. So it says that a bag of apple costs $5. Bag of apples costs $5. So we want to know the relationship between total cost and the number of bags and the $5. So total we can represent by the equation y equals kx. We can say that total cost is equal to the constant proportionality is gonna be 5, because we says that each bag costs $5. And the total cost if we're buying bags is gonna be 5 times the number of bags. So let's say let's say we have 4 bags. Then what's the total cost? We can say total cost is equal to 5 times 4, which is $20. Let's go to example number 3. This example number 3 talks about recipe ingredients. So it says that a recipe Example number 3. Okay. It says that a recipe requires 2 cups of flour for every 3 cups of sugar. So let's create a proportional relationship that involves flour, sugar, and the recipe. In other words, how much flour is needed for to create the recipe. In other words, we need the equation again, y equals kx. But this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change. We've seen an example before when I talked in the ratios. Uh, so we need a ratio here. So the ratio here is what? 2 cups per 3 3 cups of 3 cups flour for 3. I'm sorry, 2 cups flour for 3 cups sugar. So this would be basically this is the constant of proportionality, 2/3. This would be our K. And we can say that, so we can say something like this: flour over sugar is equal to 2/3, because that's the ratio we were given. That's our K. And then we can solve for flour because that's our, so our goal is to find a relationship of flour. That means that we can multiply both sides by sugar. This cancels, and then we'll multiply times sugar. And then we're left with flour equals to 2/3 sugar. And that will be our relationship. By understanding these examples and concepts, you can better identify and solve problems involving proportional relationships in everyday life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.